Okay, let's take one more example where we need to start with this line hash include stdio.h int main void and open the flower bracket. Here this is a comment, this prints hello world, and we have a statement called printf hello world and semicolon, and we have written 0 end with semicolon. So let's understand each and every line what it means actually for the compiler. Say for the compiler, whenever you write this program and load it into the memory and execute, so the compiler will come across, when the compiler come across this line, so it thinks, okay, he needs standard IO. IO means input output, that means monitor and keyboard. He attaches monitor and keyboard to this function. Okay, then the compiler comes to the main. Here the main means is a function. So we understand this more about this void and int in future chapters. For now, just think this is a template needed by computer for the C programming. Just understand int main void. Void means nothing. This program receives nothing, and this program returns integer. Okay, so here the compiler come across this two slashes, that means this is a comment and is completely ignored by the compiler. This is just for the user information. This is a comment. This is a comment. This says that this prints hello world, that means this line prints hello world. Here printf means print it to the monitor, that means print hello world into the monitor, and then return 0 means success, 1 means fail. If you return 1, it's a fail statement. If you return 0, success. In this case is success. So we successfully return hello world onto the monitor, then return 0. That means this main function returns integer. Here 0 is the integer it returns with, and the meaning of 0 is success. So this is the end of the program, and we end with flower bracket here. This is the end, and this is the basic program structure where we need all of these basic mandatory statements into the program. Thank you. Okay, let's try to understand this simple program. Okay, here we are trying to add two variables here. We declared this as an integer A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20 and C, and we added A and B into C, and we are printing this C variable that comes here 30 we are going to print as a integer. I is an integer, and we end the program with return 0, that means success. 0 is for success. So now our main focus is on these two variables. So we initiated A with 10, we assigned A with 10, B is equal to 20, and we declared them as a integer. So our main focus today is data types. So now we know that we have a data types integer, okay, and character, bool, integer, float is a small letter, and double. These are the basic data types we have in C. We can declare the variables as an integer R as a character, a bool, float, double. So integer, when we need data type of integer, that means if you want to take any natural numbers, this is actually depending on the CPU width. So we try to understand CPU width later. First, say for example, the CPU that we are talking about, this CPU width, just for example, this is 32 bit. That means this is 4 byte CPU that we are discussing with. So integer, float and double. Okay. So in the Boolean, the keyword is bool. We call it bool. It can take, is originally a integer type. It can take 0 or 1. That means it can take only two values, either 0 or 1. That can be true or false. Okay. So where you want to have only true or false, there you can use a Boolean, bool type. Then the next data type is character, that we denote by a keyword called char. Okay, there are two kind of characters we can use, signed char and unsigned char. This is the range for the signed char. The signed char can be -128 to +127, and unsigned char can be 0 to 255. Okay, any value between these ranges can be used for character. This guy will take maximum 8 bits. That means 1 byte. It will occupy 1 byte. Okay, here this guy will, the next data type is integer. The integer, we have the original, the fundamental is integer, where we can have short signed int, short unsigned int, signed int and unsigned int. Okay, if you consider integer as 4 byte, okay, all the modern computer, the compiler CPU width will be 4 byte, that means 32 bit. If you consider integer as a 4 byte, then short will be 16 bit. This short also 16 bit. In the short, we have two signed and unsigned. In the signed integer, this is the range 32767 to 32767 positive, or in the unsigned int 16 bit, we have 0 to 65 535. This is the range. And one more is signed int. This is not short, without a short, signed int and unsigned int. Signed int will be 2.1 into 10 to the power of -9. This is the negative sign. And 2.1 into 10 to the power of 9. This is on the positive side. And unsigned int will be 0 to 4.2 into 10 to the power of 9 positive. These are all unsigned. And next one is float. The float will be like 6 to 7 floating point precisions will be there. The range would be around 1.2 10 to the power of -38 to 3.4 into 10 to the power of 38. So 6 to 7 precision point would be there for the float. And for the double, this is double of this float. This will be like 8 byte. That means 64 bit. And this is 4 byte. Again, this is 32 bit. Okay, in this double, the floating point precision will be around, it depends, 16 to 17 precision point will be there. The range would be around 1.7 into 10 to the power of -308 to 1.7 into 10 to the power of 308. And in the, okay, now you know the range of all the different data types, derived data types. Okay, Now we will try to understand uh, when we can use these data types. Okay, we already understand that for the bool, when there is a true or false, the range would be 0 or 1. Then we use bool. Character, normally, say for example, if you want to use A, something like B, so these can be used in the character. And integer would be like 100, 2500, 300. These kind of ranges can be used in integer. And there's one more character array. This is actually this is fundamental. And there's one more is called derived. So for the character, we have one more called character array. Can be denoted something like this: character array of A with a some index. Say for example 10. So character array of 10 means this A is an array. Array means A can hold 10 characters. Here is a one character, single, it can hold single character, but here it can hold up to 10 character, and we can change this value to anything, like it can hold maximum 255 characters. I mean any number of characters it can hold. You can change this array to any numbers. Okay, here in this case it can hold up to 10 characters. Example would be something like this: character A of 10 is equal to open flower bracket, something like this. C, comma, T, comma, Y, comma, P, comma, E, and close bracket. It's like a C type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 character. Here we can change to the 8. That means A can hold 5 characters of type character. In this case, C type. So like integer, you can take any integer values that ranges between that what we discussed in our previous slide. Okay, then comes the float. Float can take like 1.6, 7, something like these values. And range would be as we discussed in previous slide. This is double. This can something like 3.14, 15, 56, 78. This can hold up to 16 to 7 precision point. This can hold up to 6 to 7 precision points. And range as we discussed in the previous slides. Thank you.